What thing you must experience at least once in life? Seeing the night sky without light pollution. It's almost a religious experience to see the stars and the stripe of the Milky Way from on top of a mountain. Two things come to mind, both are intentionally vague. 1. Completing something that at the onset you were not sure you were able to do, such as running a marathon or graduating college. 2. Realizing one day, after much practice, that you have become good at that thing you once sucked at. Starting a rather big and meaningful project and completing it. A total solar eclipse. To see a black hole in the sky where the sun used to be, with stars all around it in the middle of the day, is an unbelievable experience. I am not a vain person at all, but once I was in a situation where I walked into a room and everyone looked at me in admiration. I very much doubt it will ever happen again. But boy, it was a rush. Edit. Thank you for the awards. It was at a hotel aimed at over 25s, and the week I stayed I think I was the only woman under 50. I got dressed up for the meal, walked into the cocktail hour. That was nearly 20 years ago, so no, I will never be the youngest or prettiest in the room ever again, but it was nice when it happened. Snow. In from a tropical country, so it has been a dream since childhood to experience making a snowman or be in a snowball fight. Having a day when you don't do really anything that you don't want, don't talk to anyone and just enjoy what you like. Reading, gaming, sport, etc. The best physical shape you can possibly be in. Super corny alert. Helping a stranger who needs help. No video, no pictures, no expectation of reward. Just knowing that you did something for someone who's on the outside, you brought them in for a minute. Obviously if you experience this at least once then it won't be your last time, so maybe it doesn't qualify, but whatever. Solo travel. Cuddling with a person you really love. This one is a serious reply. Everybody should visit a concentration camp at least once in their life. It's an experience that changes your view on humanity. 3 things comes to mind for me personally. 1. Have your heart be broken. You'll be surprised on how much you learn about yourself during this time period. Be it you realize and self-reflect on what you need to do and mature from it. 2. Solo traveling. You will learn about a lot of the world by doing this. Seeing different cultures, food, music, traditions that you don't normally see on any given day. Appreciate the beauty of the world. 3. Heart-to-heart conversation with someone. Sounds cheesy and looks cheesy, but trust me, you will thank yourself you ever did this. The Grand Canyon. I talk to so many people who have never been and are seemingly uninterested. And I'm like, it's not just a big hole in the ground, right? It's literally breathtaking. It messes with your preconceived proportions of how big Earth actually is. They call it grand for a reason. You should definitely go at least once. Working in retail or the restaurant business, if so just for a day, trust me, would give a lot of Karens a wake-up call. I hope. Being punched in the fucking face by someone who means it. You will find out you aren't made of glass. Learning an instrument to the point that you can meaningfully express yourself with it. Stargazing in a dark sky area. Website currently having issues, but https://www.darksky.org/our/work/conservation/idsp/finder/. Living abroad. Whether you go alone, with a friend, with family or a partner, moving to another country with another culture teaches you so much and puts your life so far into perspective. Plus, you realize that amazing people live everywhere. Also, traveling in general for the same reasons. Driving a standard shift, on a sunny day with a beautiful sky, out in the country with not a soul around and the windows down, while you sing along to your favorite songs from adolescence. Man. Having a nice, cold, drink in a nice, hot, shower. Being loved back. Never having your love being accepted sucks. C. Being absolutely content, I am not there. A period of real stress. It teaches you to not worry about bullshit so much. Getting lost in woods. That liberating feeling when after hours of walking you find an asphalt road. Working retail. I'm serious. So many people treat them as shit, and I think everyone should have to work retail to understand that it can be a hard and stressful job. It can be very overwhelming some days, and honestly not everyone is cut out to do it. Just like I can't be a waitress. So many of these require time and money that people just don't have. No one needs to travel to love life, just learn to love who you are. That's the thing I think everyone needs to experience once. Being in love with themselves, feeling pride for the choices they make, and bring content with the things they have. Driving across country, nothing better. Swimming out past the waves and or jumping into the open ocean. Visit an exotic place in the world, like, dead center of a nice tropical rainforest, cut off from civilization, and beautiful in a harsh way. Taking a day off and doing what you actually love. Attack ships on fire off the shoulder of Orion, Watching sea beams glitter in the dark near the Tannhäuser Gate. Visiting Iceland. What a beautiful part of the earth. Honestly, try going to a clothing optional / nude beach or something like that. It's incredibly freeing and liberating to have everything out in the open with the wind, ocean, sand and warm sun. I highly recommend it. It isn't for everyone though, so if you do want to do it, make sure you're really ready to do it. Living by yourself. Being single. It's freeing for some, scary for others, but I think it helps you realize who you are and what you want. Seeing the aurora borealis, northern lights. Being given a nickname by a friend. Paradigm shift. Go from believing one thing in your youth to disbelief to a brand new understanding that matches what you have observed to be the true nature of reality your whole life. It is painful and the only thing that should matter to us thinking beings. Mosh pit. Get all those dumb adult stress out of your system by extreme roughhousing with other adults. A loving person I can relate to. After a lifetime of pulling out, I can tell you that finishing inside is just the real deal. All adults should visit Las Vegas at least once in their lives. During non-COVID times, not just for the gambling, but to experience this shrine to neon and decadence. Also be sure to visit Red Rock Canyon, just 20 minutes away to the west. Going to a movie all by yourself, just you and the movie, as well as snacks and drinks, and the occasional sharing sundae. Scuba diving, especially at night. It's like being on a different planet. It's exhilarating and deeply calming at the same time. Approaching a person you really like. Listening to the dark side of the moon. Doing a lot of LSD at a hippie festival with like $13 to your name and covered in mud. I'd have to say a solar eclipse. I didn't realize how life-changing it was until I saw it when it happened, viewable from here in Nashville. I didn't really get excited beforehand, but when it got dark and birds, crickets, etc. started chirping midday, I was very emotional. It really forced me to remember we're living on a rock in space and that everything we think is constant can change in a moment. It was beautiful. Listening to the rise and fall of Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars at maximum volume. Being actually proud of myself. I've achieved quite a bit of things I didn't think I would, but for some reason I don't feel proud about it. Psychedelic mushrooms. I can't even think of anything else that comes close. The intoxicating feeling of deep friendship and belonging. Proving everyone was wrong when they said you couldn't achieve whatever your goal was. Lucid dreaming. You can literally do everything in this thread and more without ever leaving your bed. Seeing the northern lights. No man-made light show can compare to that. Being wasted at a big festival. Getting your missus to manage your prostate while giving you head. Be the best blowjob and orgasm you'll ever have. No joke, lol, let it. Massage your prostate, lol. Quitting a job on the spot. Just did it 2 days ago after an argument with my boss. To be fair, I have been considering giving my notice over the last 6 months, but man do I ever feel good. I've got a few good ass sex with someone you love, watching the sunset / rise over a beautiful landscape, deep friendship, accomplishing a long-term goal, making something you're proud of, making music, especially with someone you jive with - exquisite food and excellent live music performance, especially when the performers are incredibly skilled - the feeling of progressing in a difficult discipline, noticeably getting better at something, e.g. musical instrument, martial art, craft, etc. - helping someone else learn something or improve themselves. Going through something that helps to humble you and give you more perspective. Living by yourself. The blessed freedom. If you clean up, it's for you. If you leave dishes everywhere, there's no one to nag you, or to blame. You can eat what you want, take off your pants as soon as you get through the door, a pet of your choosing without having to consult with a partner. Your true self comes out, and it's amazing. I'm married now, with 2 little kids that I love to pieces, but goddamn, what I would give to live by myself for another few months. I would never ask for anything else again. Visiting the Grand Canyon. It's so incredibly big, that even when I was there, I couldn't fully comprehend its sheer scale. Flying a private jet or first class on a top-tier international flight box at your favorite sporting event, whitewater rafting at a top-graded river, shooting into high explosives and blowing something up, driving a serious car or motorcycle on a track at top speed. Raising a small animal. I got an orphan 6-week-old kitten just before the lockdowns here started, and the last year has been filled with joy because of her. From her being tiny enough to hold in one hand, to teaching her how to use the litter box, to waking up to her nuzzling my face and giving me kisses each morning, like a person, even, it's been one of the most fulfilling things I've ever done, and I know she'll be my best friend for the rest of her life. Having a relationship. Sorry, I'm just that lonely. Being in a service job, a waiter or a cashier. Everyone should know what it's like and reflect on that experience when they're interacting with service employees. Seeing the Milky Way in the night sky while on a plane. It was magical. Negotiate and get the salary you want. Even just asking for it once is more than some ever do. Psychedelics, love good music, at best everything at once. Visit many countries and many places.